Today we're looking at what I call Showboat. I'm going to start with a song. In my Lord, be glorified, be glorified in my life. Lord, be glorified always. I know to humans, appearances matter a lot, and that's why we try to keep up a lot of appearances. And so, even in terms of scripture, you look at Samuel being told to go to the house of Jesse to pick a king, and he was looking at appearances. So when this first person came, he said, "This one looks very kingly, majestic." And his sentiment was, "Surely the Lord's anointed is before me." 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 6. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not look at the appearance, because God does not look at appearance. God looks at the heart." And of course, if you look at in the case of David and Goliath, when Goliath stepped out, 1 Samuel 17, verse 14, his height was 6 cubits and his span 9.75 feet. The guy was huge, and he put fear in the hearts of the Israelites. And that's why you see, for instance, in the US election, Michael Dukakis was 5'8", used a riser in his 1988 debate against the 6'2" George H.W. Bush. So he doesn't look like a minion compared to his opponent. So being a showboat or appearances, like we mentioned, when it comes to God, it doesn't really matter. 1 Samuel 10:23. So they ran and brought him from there. This is Saul king. And when he stood among the people, he was taller than any of the people from his shoulder upwards. So he was already majestic. This is the person that God has picked as king. But disobedience ruined him and ruined, the opportunity that God had given to him. And that's where you see this captured in 1 Samuel 16, verse 1. Now the Lord said to Samuel, "How long will you mourn for Saul, seeing I've rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill your horn with oil and go. I'm sending you to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I provided myself a king among his sons." So we come, we come full circle, going back to David. The art that matters is not so much the kinds of appearances that you put up. So work on that particular aspect.